Welcome to a deep dive into memory management in Go. This presentation covers garbage collection and optimization techniques. We will gain an understanding of Go's memory model and performance optimization strategies. Let's explore the Go memory model. Memory is primarily divided into two parts, the stack and the heap. The stack is used for function parameters, local variables, and return addresses. It offers fast allocation and deallocation. The heap, on the other hand, handles dynamic allocation, shared data structures, and is managed by the garbage collector. Escape analysis determines whether a variable should be allocated on the stack or the heap. Escape analysis is a crucial process in Go's memory management. The compiler analyzes how variables are used to decide where they should be allocated. If a variable does not escape the scope of a function, it is allocated on the stack. This is faster and more efficient. However, if a variable outlives the function or is shared with other parts of the program, it escapes to the heap. Here's an example. The stack_alloc function shows that variable x stays on stack. The heap_alloc function shows that variable x escapes to the heap. Go features a garbage collector that automates memory management. It is designed to be concurrent and have low latency, using a tricolor concurrent collector to minimize stop-the-world pauses. Additionally, it employs generational collection, which is optimized for short-lived objects, allowing for efficient collection cycles. The tricolor garbage collection process involves three main steps. First, all objects start as white. Then, the root objects are marked as gray. In the second phase, the garbage collector traces references. Gray objects are processed, and their referenced objects are marked as gray. Once an object is fully processed, it is marked as black. Finally, the garbage collector sweeps and cleans up the memory. White objects are considered unreachable, and their memory is freed. Let's examine common memory allocation patterns in Go. Slices grow dynamically. Maps allocate memory for key-value pairs, and channels create buffers for communication between Go routines. Slices typically double their capacity when growing. Maps use hash tables that expand as needed. Channels allocate buffer space up front based on their defined capacity. Here's some code. The slice growth can be seen with the append function. The map allocation can be seen with the make function. The channel creation can be seen with the make function with the chan keyword. To optimize memory usage in Go, consider these techniques. Pre-allocation involves creating slices and maps with an initial capacity using the make function, reducing the number of allocations as they grow. Object pooling using sync.Pool allows you to reuse objects, decreasing the load on the garbage collector. The snippets show make with slices and maps, along with object pooling implementation. The sync.Pool is particularly useful for managing temporary objects. In this example, a buffer pool is created to reuse byte slices. The get function retrieves an object from the pool, and the put function returns it. This reduces the number of allocations and lessens the burden on the garbage collector. Sync.Pool reuses objects, reduces garbage collection pressure, and is thread-safe. To monitor the performance of your Go applications, you can use several tools. The runtime.ReadMemStats function provides real-time insights into heap size, garbage collection cycles, and allocation patterns. The Go tool trace command helps visualize Go routine execution and garbage collection behavior through detailed timeline analysis. Let's summarize the best practices for memory optimization in Go. Do pre-allocate slices and maps with known capacity. Use sync.Pool for frequently allocated objects. Profile regularly to identify bottlenecks. Avoid excessive pointer usage without a clear need. Avoid retaining large objects beyond their necessary lifespan. Do not ignore escape analysis warnings.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.